Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irsyad Yafi, and I want to explain about why students find it difficult to understand the lessons. We may often wonder why students find it difficult to understand lessons and how to overcome them. This problem often comes to students. Some are really weak in all subjects. Some are only partially. What exactly caused all that happen and how to solve the problem? There are two factors that occur here, namely internal factor and external factors. Internal factors, internal learning factors are factors that come from the student themselves. This include biological, psychological condition of student ranging from interest, talent, intelligence of student motivation in learning. Barriers to learning that come from students themselves and are difficult to overcome just because they can change the student themselves. However, there is nothing wrong if the teacher knows some of the internal factors that hinder students from learning, such as the following. The first, health. Health is an important factor in human life, especially student. In healthy body helps human perform various activities easily and optimally. Student health condition that will not interfere with their learning process. This cause student to be less authentic, tired quickly, easily dizzy, and so on. Students will lose their grasping power quickly and the condition that affect their learning process. If parent or teacher have seen that the student health condition is not good, then they must be considerate and asked to find out again about their health. The second is psychological. The psychological factor are the one that many people don't pay attention to. Psychological factors are the factors that come from a person's psychological state. This also greatly affect the student learning process. If the teacher and parent have seen that the physical condition of the student is not good, then they can be talked to. One of the most important, teacher or parent can guide children though to psychologists to overcome psychological problems so that they are no longer hampered in learning. The mental or psychological health of a child is an important and physical health. Let students rest first. Don't let them think hard and be given a lot of assignment so they don't get stressed. The third is attitude of our behavior. The internal factor is one that greatly affect the continuity of student learning. Students who have bad attitude will experience obstacle in learning as well. Student attitude or behavior can be influenced by the performance of teacher, friend, the environment at school, home, or playground as well as lesson at school. By improving this condition, it will anticipate negative student in learning activities. In this case, character education is needed by students to build their attitude or behavior better. Teachers not only provide subject matter, but are a good example for students to follow. The fourth, intelligence. Internal factor in student life, namely interpersonal intelligence, is one of the things that can hinder student learning activities. Intelligence will greatly determine the quality of learning and the ability of students to retrieve lessons. The obstacle can be overcome and students will be more enthusiastic in learning. As teacher, we can establish good relationship with parents to motivate each other learning to that they are enthusiastic about participating in learning activities. Learning motivation can overcome learning barrier in students. The next is external factors. The first, teacher teaching method. The teacher teaching method is a way of teaching that is carried out by the teacher in the learning process so that student can accept, understand, and further develop the lesson material. In the institutional communication engineered by the teacher managing the learning process, a method that is relevant to be need is applied. If the relevant teaching method used by the teacher is right, then the chance of getting student learning outcomes that are in accordance with the expression will be even greater. Therefore, every teacher has their own way of teaching in achieving learning objective. The teacher's teaching method is the teacher's way, delivering subject matter in the learning process at school. The way a teacher teaches will also have an impact on student learning outcome. And the second is classroom. The influence of physical facilities on success is proven by the inadequate learning outcomes of school students located in certain areas. Residents who participate face problems in providing facilities. In addition to procurement, maintenance of learning facilities, especially those available in school, should also be encouraged to support the smooth learning process. Based on this opinion, good and complete class condition and facilities will provide a sense of comfort for students in receiving the learning material provided. If the class is conducive and calm, it will make it easier for students to concentrate on learning. The third is friends. According to Solometo, external factors that affect learning achievement are friends who hang out because friends influence themselves and the nature of student is in the learning process. Therefore, so that student can get good learning outcomes, it is necessary to survive so that students have good friends and have good learning achievement as well. And the effect of that, the impact of learning difficult greatly affect the academic achievement index of student. Effort can be made in the form of approach to student, giving special attention, providing additional hours of study, of reviewing learning material that have been delivered, and many other efforts. The purpose of the effort that have been made is that the teacher really wants the learning and teaching process to be successful, with the output of student being able to understand well what is being conveyed. But in addition to students who have learning difficulties, they also have advantage in other fields, for example in the arts, sport, and other. Okay, this is for me. I'm sorry for if any mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.